Yes. That's number one. Number two, hard work and patience. Waiting for the result. Not be hurried to get the results immediately. These are the two phases of my life only. I already told in the last class, I will not give any lecture, I will not give any session. I will just share two phases of my life. From around 20 years of age up to 30 years. From 30 years of age up to 42 now. Up to 42 years. In between these two, different issues happened in my life. Because of one issue, some linked problems. Because of one positive work, some linked advantages happened. I will share these issues to you. Then, if you feel that if any one of those consequences in my experience, if I share to you, if it is useful for you, take them. Otherwise, enjoy this as a movie story. As simple as that. So, first of all, going back to my college life, I was one of the worst students in the class. You might have already understand that based on my discussions in the class. But examples I have given to you. Means, my attendance in the class, generally around 65% of attendance I used to maintain because university will detain me if my attendance fall below 65%. And of course, that means roughly saying, I used to do a lot of mistakes in my college life. Of course, that is the only life where we can enjoy. So, I have done everything in that life. At one stage, when I was in second year, yes, I am true, because I have done my MTech, I have done my PhD also, but I never get the student feeling or student life feeling in the remaining education. I got the student, enjoy life or student life, I felt only in B.tech. Or even before that, also intermediate class, all those things are our childhood life. But in MTech, everybody is busy. I went to P.hd Hyderabad, when I joined there. Everybody is busy, everybody will have his own life, everybody will have his own criteria, everybody will play his own game there. So I never feel that it is a college life. It's just a materialistic life I have finished. Even in PG, you will also face the same situation. Most of them. Of course, if your close friends are joining one college, you may enjoy again. That's a different story. Yeah. So, these kind of mistakes were accumulated at a certain stage when I was in almost second year exams going on. Shockingly, I got married. When I was in B.tech second year, means at the age of around 20. Yeah, exactly the same appreciation given by my friends, and that leads to complete spoiling my life. That means, if you are a good friend of somebody, my friends might have told me what he will do at this age of 20 years by not listening to the parents, by taking one girl away and getting married. What he will do? Nobody has warned me. In fact, what they said, we are here. That's what they have used. We are here, gentlemen. You go ahead. Okay, fine, happen. I cannot criticize them. At that age, the people are like that only. I should not criticize them. Actually, I don't want you to concentrate on those issues. I want you to concentrate on the theme actually. Where once that was happened, my life take 180 degrees phase shift. When the things were completely going smoothly, all of a sudden my life completely took 180 degrees phase shift. No support from anybody. Of course, I should not use this word also. I should not expect support from anybody because I have done the mistake. Right? So then, from that day, up to around 28, 29 years of my age, means around 7 to 8 years, I used to think the world from my side. Most important point, you must listen to this. I used to see the world from my side, and I feel that in the world except me, everybody is bad. Everybody is bad and everybody is happy. I am only in troubles. I am the only person who is facing troubles. God is actually giving punishment to me. This kind of thinking I used to have. Getting me? But okay, I have faced a lot of problems. I don't want to share those problems with you. And I hope nobody should get those kind of situation also. But later on, at certain age, one day suddenly I realized just I wanted to change my attitude, and suddenly I start looking into me from the world side. Then lot of mistakes in me I came to know. Earlier what I observed is when I start seeing the world from my side, I am the perfect gentleman. I don't have any mistakes in me. Entire world is worst. Everybody in the society is worst. Nobody is looking into me. Nobody is coming to me. Nobody is helping me. Nobody is good. Nobody is kind. Nobody is having kind heart. This kind of claiming I used to have. But one day when I start looking from world side into me, lot of mistakes in me, and I start rectifying the mistakes one by one. Over a period of time, with the help of God, I have changed myself like anything. An arrogant, irregular, irresponsible person suddenly changed to my anger comes down, my attitude becomes more decent behavior comes into me, and I realized this is not the actual life. I have to improve my career also. Before that, okay, I did my B.Tech. Government is not giving job for me. Nobody is giving job for me. That means they are waste. I have my B.Tech. Nobody is giving job means I am good. But the entire country is worse. That's what I used to think. But one day I realized myself and I have changed my attitude in such a way that when I start, as I told you, when I start looking from one side into me, I observe that everybody is good. Nobody is bad in the society. Everybody will have his own problems, okay. Because of his own problems, somebody may behave differently. But in the world, I observe that entire world is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is the only thing when we are in troubles or problems, the entire world looks like a hell for us. When you are in good mood or positive way of thinking, entire world looks like heaven for us. These two phrases I have seen in my life. And after that, when I realized my mistakes, when I started off those problems, but still, I start asking God, now I realize what I am. I don't have any knowledge. After completion of my B.Tech, after 2-3 years also, I don't have any knowledge. Then one day, I wanted to do M.Tech first, to learn the subject. Then I asked God, from today, throughout 4 years B.Tech, I didn't study. Only for exams purpose, one night batting only I have done, I have completed. But I didn't remember what diode also. Do you remember it or not? Do you believe it or not? By the time I complete 4th year, after 4th year also, up to 2 more years, what is a diode also I don't know. After B.Tech I am talking about. Then, once I start reading the books, but I have read the books more sincerely than ever I have done in my life. For 1 or 2 years, literally 1 or 2 years, I have taken all the books with the name EDC or analog electronics or electronic circuits. Wherever I find a book, either I will get it from the library or I used to purchase them. So around 20 titles based on electronic devices are available with me now. Different titles of EDC or electronic circuits. And if I start reading the book, suppose if at around 8 o'clock if I start reading, if I don't get the confidence on the topic, it may go up to 8 a.m. also. Continuous, right? Night 8 p.m. it starts, 8 a.m. also till I get the concept. With that concentration, I have read the books, and the only one, in spite of having these many bad characteristics in me, only one good quality I will claim from my side everywhere, every time, even now also, confidence. I have confidence since from my intermediate education. By the time I learn some concepts in education, I have got some confidence. Then, by the time, because basically I am a sports, I used to play cricket also regularly. Then what I have developed is, let me win. Somehow, let me win this life. Even by doing some workouts, because a girl came with me, blindly she came with me, what I am, she don't know. What I am going to do in future also she don't know, but she came with me because of my naughty behavior, as simple as that. So, of course, at that age, if somebody says love, that's stupidity. Love is a divine thing. Nobody should use that word for nonsense things. We just attraction only at our age. At your age, in fact, now. So, what happened is, when I start reading the books, I start learning the subject. My confidence levels are slowly increasing. And then I start asking God, This year, I worked very hard. You just improve my life little bit. For example, at that stage, my income was around, let us say, some X. Otherwise, what I want to say is in our circuit language, I will tell you. I asked God like this: God, I am zero now. I am zero now, but I wanted to be at least one. Just amplify me one time, or otherwise offer one side of me, either this side or this side, no problem. Are you getting it? So I expect God to offer one here so that my life may be improved or amplified by 10 times. God denied in the first year itself. No growth for me. I waited for one more year. In the next year also, God, the same work, my hard work levels are not decreased. I am still working hard. I am taking so many pains. Bless me with one. Means God didn't answer my prayer. Next year also I got zero. Likewise, 4 or 5 years with literally heavy patience, I have waited for 5 years. Right from 2000 up to 2005 or 2006. All of a sudden, in 2006, suddenly God has offered one in this side for me. Just imagine if God might have given one for me in the first year prayer itself, my life might have amplified only 10 times. Because God made me to wait for 5 years, 6 years, because He has got even a better plan towards me. Just imagine, I was asked for 10,000 rupees salary, frankly speaking, around 2,000. You just believe it or not, now God is giving me per hour 5,000 rupees. I have asked for 1 month 10,000 rupees salary. Now God is giving, money is not a great, again, I am not saying that I am getting a lot of money. But if I am getting 5,000 rupees means how much knowledge I have gained, how much honor I have in the society. That's what I want you to understand. Automatically, with the honor and the knowledge which you have, money will come. Nobody can stop you. But money is not the solution for everything. Money is only for our daily requirements only. Satisfaction is more important in life. So, in this total episode, what I have conveyed to you, let me summarize. If you start looking from your side into the world, you will feel that everybody is bad, entire society is not good, and you are in deep troubles. No, you are not in deep troubles. When God has given 2 hands, brain, eyes, everything working for you, you are heavily blessed when compared with so many people. Are you getting my point? So, don't worry. Whatever the problems you have, they are only temporary. Those problems will be definitely answered by God if you are sincere in your life. Number 1, I am the example for that. Number 2, you must be sincere. You must be hardworking. There is no substitution for hard work. If you suddenly, sir, every month, every day, 24 hours out of 24 hours, 23 hours, I will be in the temple only, I will be in church only, I will be in masjid only. God is not asking, no, God will not ask you to stay there for 24 hours. You do the work, you work hard, and then submit it to God. Whoever the God you believe, God is only one. Right? Hard work, there is no substitution for that. Again, I am the example. With hard work only, I came to this level. I was zero at one stage. That's what I am talking about. I was zero, literally zero. You are better than me at this age. At your age, I was zero. A person like me, who was irregular to the college, who was not at all interested in studies also at the time of that, always roaming on the roads and targeting the girls only. A person like me, when I came to this level to teach in front of you or to stand in front of you and teaching classes in AC Academy, the India's #1 academy. What about you? You are at least better than me at this age. Am I right? So definitely your life will be going to be better, best, even more than that also. But the only thing is you have to wait. You cannot dictate the terms to God. God, I am working now. You give me an answer today. He cannot. 500 crore people are available. 500 pages, or at least let him turn the page, let your page come. So, but if the amount of time you wait with patience, the more benefits you are going to get. And I hope all of you will get good future. And I pray for that, right? God bless you.
బాగా గ్రో కా